are back after a long hiatus. It's been a while.
It's
Been a
been too
while.
long.
We are on Tiny Toy Talks. It's kind of a different name take instead of trying to do this every Tuesday. So Tiny Toy Talks. This is episode 46. It's been a while,
Yeah,
but
we're rebranding. We're going to
yes,
season 2.
we're season two of TTT. Episode 46. So we're gonna go over the Scourge of Ghyran, and everyone's already has had this for a while, but it's one thing to talk about it versus actually trying to use it. Sometimes we get to a point where we see new rules and we're like, oh, that's really bad, and then we use it. And it's like, you know what? That's actually not bad.
Well, we actually
So
have experience with multiple of these with the new GHB now.
yes, exactly. Also, we're gonna do order first. We're gonna start with order, get all the order factions out, and we'll go through each Grand Alliance. These are also a little different to where we had the House of Hobby members put in their thoughts because obviously I'm not an expert in every army, neither is Cameron.
That's an
So
opinion.
I mean, all right, for the most part. So it's good also to get some other takes from the other members. This will give us more of an interactive session because I have not read much of what the other members put in here. So
I've only skimmed a little bit. I saw one thing and I was like, I don't know if I agree with that.
yeah, so this will be interesting. This will be fun. I don't remember exactly who did what, but if I had to guess, I could probably guess on who did what. But um,
It was
other than
members of our community.
yes,
That
it
was the
is.
thing.
Yes, it is. It is all members. Other than that, I guess it's been a long time. So, Cameron, what have you been up to?
Well, there was this big hiatus that I did for like 2 or 3 weeks of not playing Age of Sigmar, just waiting for the new GHB. And then it came down and I started playing a whole bunch again and painting some Blood Knights right now, playing a whole bunch of the new Soulblight stuff. And I've discovered the amazement of Cruel Boys and the new GHB, and I'm actually loving the way that they play.
Nice, nice. Yeah, Crow Boys, I think is going to be pretty good. Um,
I think they're very fun.
yeah,
Not a beginner friendly army for sure, though.
I think the first army I've played in the new GHB was Oops All Blood Knights with the Army of Renown.
Yeah.
Now that the points actually work, you can actually use that list. But I did not find it all particularly that good.
Blood Knights are okay.
They don't
Oh,
do much damage, honestly.
uh,
They just, I mean, they stick around for a while, but
they're
I don't know.
what's it? They're an anvil that's very weird because they also don't have resurrection in the resurrection army.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it was weird. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I probably, again, it was the first game I played the new GHB, and I mean, I think we can all agree that the new GHB is
It
quite,
changes so
quite
much about
difficult.
it.
Yeah, there's a lot more. Things aren't just gimmies anymore. You got to really work for those battle tactics. So,
hmm I'm really liking the new GHB and everything I played.
yep. And we'll do another show on GHB and get our thoughts and do some, tips and tricks with the new GHB that maybe you don't necessarily think of. So we'll do another show on that. But we'll do order for today. Everything that I've been up to, mostly AOS reminders.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
trying to,
constantly working on that.
yeah, I'm trying to get all of the Army of Renowns in there. So that's kind of what I've been working on. Just it's taking me a long time. So yeah, so just doing that and getting some games in, just trying to learn the new GHB. And preparing for the teams tournament, which
Y-
we can talk
Yeah,
about.
the teams tournament. I'm so excited for.
Yes, 3 minutes. So we're not doing 5 man. We're gonna start with 3 minutes. Our very first team GT. So if you haven't signed up, please do it. We have some crazy prizes, some really cool prizes. Definitely excited about it. So again, if you haven't signed up, please do so. It will be fun. Come with a theme for the rest of your team and try to win prizes. It'll be fun.
Oh yeah, I still need to talk to my team
Yeah,
to
I
be able
don't know.
to get a nice fun theme going. See if
Yeah,
I can convince them.
there is a prize for best theme. So, all
I
right,
love
cool.
prizes.
So definitely check that out if you haven't already. We'll move on to the tier list explanation. Again, just kind of a basis of kind of how we rate these. Again, I didn't rate all of these, so it'll be very interesting to see what the community put in here. So I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, because we gave this tier, like the tier list. We've shown them how we done. We've shown them how it's how we've done the PowerPoints before, and then we're like, all right, we have a person in our community that said that they are an expert, or they are the ones that play that faction, and their thoughts on what it was.
Yeah. All right. I think with that, I think we're just gonna jump into our first order faction. We'll go Cities of Sigmar. I can tell you right now, I'm not a Cities of Sigmar player, but I think I did this one, so bear with me. I don't think we have too many Cities of Sigmar players.
I
our
love
club.
cities.
I know you are, so this will be a good take to see what you think on these. But for the most part, I'm the one who did this one, so we'll start right out of the gate with the battle formations. There were two of them. The first one is based on the cannons. What is it? You get plus. You can reroll the hit roll, the wound roll, or the random characteristic.
Yeah, it's 3 cannons can reroll a hit or wound or the random damage characteristic in a turn.
Yes. So the question becomes: do you take this over all the other battle formations? So that's why I marked it as a C. It is good. I actually have seen a list with 3 great cannons, and I think it did well actually at one of the RTTs this last weekend.
So, I
So maybe I
agree.
might be wrong with this, but with
Uh,
shooting being a lot more de-incentivized this GHP, I don't think it's gone. I think it's still useful, but it's definitely more de-incentivized. So
so,
yeah,
my opinion on this is that, all right, if you're running a 3 cannon list, that means that you have to build an army to be based around those 3 cannons to get the most effect out of them.
yeah,
And then we come down to, do you want to do this formation where all of your buffs for your formation come down to your cannons, or you can do the one where you increase their range?
yeah,
And
yep,
all right, so you're already competing on that one, and we're not even talking about the other formations that also do buffs.
yep.
So in a vacuum, I think there's just it's not bad if you focus mainly on 3 cannons. It's just you could also increase their range, which is probably just as good of a buff
What's
for
the
a
do you
lot of their
know
abilities.
offhand? What's the range of these guys? Is it twenty
If I remember
four?
correctly, it's like 12 and 24.
Because
I want
the
to
other thing
say.
you have to keep in mind, I saw a season 4 episode with these guys, and or maybe it wasn't season 4, but it was a battle report, and they had a great cannon that was next to place of power, and they forgot that it halves your range characteristic.
Yeah,
So you have to be very careful with this.
and a big problem, especially because it's a decent sized base,
Yeah,
is that it's actually it can get a bit hard to not be an
yeah.
obscuring at a certain point.
It's a 90 mil base. Ask me how I know, because it's the only 90 mil base in the game, other than Brood Tears. Those are the only two.
Hmm.
Um,
But yeah, it's a very big base, and so you have to fit 3 of them in your back line, and also not be an obscuring. Uh, cannons aren't bad. It's just I don't think you should focus an army around the cannon.
I
There's better
agree.
things to focus on.
Yep, I agree, and that's why I marked it as a C. You'll see it, but it'll be very rare.
Yeah.
The Fearless Exemplars. This is the battle formation that's kind of castle-y. Makes you want to run different types of units, kind of in a castle. This is the one where it gives you the war machine, which I think is the dude on top of the monster, right? Is that the war machine?
No,
Is that a monster? That's a
no, he
monster.
I believe he's infantry. The sniper on the ogre?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought he was a war machine for some reason.
no, he's infantry.
So while the targets are wholly within 12 inches of that hero, add 1 to the Ren character of target infantry unit, melee weapons, and the target war machine. So is this something that you would use on like a what the why am I not spacing the tank?
I can see you using it on the tank. Increase all the tank's ranged weapons. That's actually quite useful. My first thought of this was using it for the battle cannons, and I don't think it's worth it if you do it for the battle cannons. But if you are doing an army where you have a bunch of like maybe 2 steam tanks,
Yeah.
I can actually see it working. Those steam tanks will have incredible rend.
Yeah.
But like the entire battle formation, it buffs 1 steam tank per turn during your turn only. It increases its rend, and it increases steel helms rend by 1, which just gives them a rend.
It's pretty good.
And like it's not bad. And you also have to like be fairly not quite too castle-y, but everything revolves around the infantry heroes.
Which is what you're going to do anyway for cities anyway. Most of their range stuff is relatively the same as far as
if you build into it, I think it can work very well. People will be surprised when that steam tank starts blowing through all of your armor.
Yeah. We've seen that happen before.
Yes.
Heroic traits, the one that I picked out as the best here is the Draw Steel. This is this unit charges turn, pick a friendly human unit that charges turn, and wholly within 12 inches of this unit to be the target. Add 1 to the attack characteristics, so the target's melee weapons first turn. Pretty good.
All right. Out of all of these traits, I have tried all of them so far.
Okay.
And I am very... I don't know. I'm very wishy-washy on which one I think is the best.
Really?
Yes. Because I've done Draw Steel. And I think Draw Steel is good. The problem is that you have to have the hero charge and someone else charge.
Yeah, fair. Charged, yeah, okay. That charges, and it's basically 2 charged, yeah.
And so it's a human, so all you have is the cavalry, and you have steel helms.
I mean, you put this on... there's a Cav hero that's...
Yeah, and that's who you're going to put this on.
Yeah, so like, you run this with the rest of the Cav. It's probably not terrible. Add 1 to the attacks?
No, it's not terrible. It's just... I find myself wanting a little bit more because all humans' attack profiles are 4-ups, 4-ups. And so what I've been experimenting on is the Cosmopolitan.
Oh my god, it's on a 3-up though.
Yeah.
It's so bad because if you don't roll that 3-up, your trait does nothing.
Yeah, literally but if you do roll a 3-up, that's 3 units that have +1 wound.
And you only get 5 shots of this because it's only your hero phase.
Yeah, it's true. But you only get 5 shots of the Draw Steel.
A lot of 1s and 2s. I just can't take it. I don't like traits that require you to roll a 3-up.
Oh yeah, I know, Joel. You can barely roll a 2-up. So
I can barely. But I would much rather have something. I don't know. Maybe I'm relying more on 2 charges than I am on a 3-up. Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, and like I think for a lot of builds, Draw Steel is great, especially if you're doing very heavy cavalry.
Yeah, I agree. Which honestly, the Cav Storm is back in the new GHB. I hate to say it, but I think it's back. I think we're going to see a lot of Cav.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So
I think there's going to be a lot of Cav. I don't think they're going to be mandatory, but I think there's going to be a lot of Cav. I'm just saying, just the Cosmopolitan leader, it's not as bad as you might think. Mostly because a lot of Cities of Sigmar revolves around shooting.
So you're relying on that +1 to wound?
I'm relying on that +1 to wound for all my
combat attacks, though, so
for all my defenders whenever my enemy gets to me. Because it lasts until the start of my next turn.
It's only combat attacks, though. It doesn't work for shooting.
Yeah, I know. I'm for all my defenders, all my melee guys.
Oh, gotcha.
That are protecting all my range guys.
I got you. I see what you're saying. Yep. Okay.
Because
yeah, and also like Dwarden, you're not using Dwarden to charge. I don't know, man. I don't like Cosmo. Yeah, I just don't.
The current Cities of Sigmar is very, very heavily revolves around humans, especially with all the new war scrolls. Yeah, to a certain point. Alpha Strike elves.
It's not as good as when you had the +2 to movement.
It's still good. It's still like 16 inches.
You can still get to them pretty quickly. Yeah. Okay, and then Astute is kind of like your mid. It's like whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, you do the battle formation that gives plus 2 inches to your movement, and then for the first turn, and then you have +1 charge. It just helps guarantee that someone's going to be able to get into combat.
Yeah. All right. Let's go and see what you think about my rankings for the War Scrolls. Pontifex. Pretty good.
Pontifex is by far one of my favorite new War Scrolls in the game.
I mean, you'll see the new Pontifex. It's probably more of an A+ than it is an A-, but it's real good. Pontifex is really good.
That little Pope dude on a chair is so hard to kill, and everyone wants to kill him, and you can run entire armies based off of him because he gets rid of a lot of the weaknesses that human cities had, which was your opponent would charge into your Fusiliers, and then those Fusiliers would sit there and do nothing for the rest of the game. And now the Pontifex can just teleport them out.
Man, and Hallowed Ground, the new prayer, they can't end that move within 5 inches of a friendly human.
Oh, it like
so then you redeploy and it, dude, like wild.
Yeah,
it's
all the
wild.
variations of it.
They're all good. They're all really good.
The thing that you're looking for most is that teleport.
I know the salvation with the humans to teleport the human. Yeah, it's really good.
Because also there's no range on the teleport.
Yeah, it's board wide. It's crazy.
So you throw all your cavalry forward, you charge into your opponent, you save up a lot of your chanting rolls, and then during your opponent's turn when they're all tied up in cavalry and they're just about to smack you back, you just go, oh no, I countercast, and all of my cavalry that I sent forward is now back in home base.
Yep.
Pretty spicy.
Yeah, pretty good. Pontifex is good. Definitely good.
It's got my star of approval.
Yes, definitely the standout. Frigate Cavaliers, they're okay. They're fine. One less attack, but better hit, so it's kind of like meh.
I'm very mixed about them, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because it's you increase their hit, you lower the amount of attacks you have, but they lose their mortal wound charge, which is really good. And instead they become a very tanky defense unit. And my problem with them is I wish I could have both versions of the cavalry.
Oh my god, you don't tell me twice. There are like Skaven with the Brute Terror, I want both of them. Yeah. I know there's a reason why you can't have both of them, but I wish you could have both of them. I know this is the cool thing that Games Workshop has done. I really like the fact that they can take a single unit and change the War Scroll.
Oh, it changes the game so much.
It is, and it makes it so much more interesting. Would I take these guys over the other ones? Probably not. I probably still take the old Free Cavaliers. These guys are neat if you can keep your heroes alive in combat.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I'm probably still taking the old one.
Again, the problem comes down is that humans have a problem where they don't deal a lot of damage besides like shooting, and so you need to be able to like send something out to deal damage. That's where the old cavalry did that. You rush them forward, they do mortal wound damage, they have more attacks, you do a whole bunch of stuff, and they're cheaper.
Yeah.
And the problem is that once they're in combat, they don't do much, which these guys break away from that problem. So these guys are much tankier. They're meant to get hit, but they don't go out and deal the damage. They wait to take the damage.
Are these guys more or less expensive than I should have?
The new ones are 10 points more.
Okay. Oof. Yeah. See, I still think I take the old ones.
Yeah, I
mean, I guess it just depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to play more of a pen style army, then you take these. But
yeah, if you only took 2 packs of 5, I think these guys are great.
Okay.
If you're taking anything more than that, you take the old ones.
Okay. Fair. All right. Let's go to Daughters. I did not do Daughters. I have no idea who did Daughters, so this will be very interesting.
I've had a lot of discussion of Daughters with people.
I did not
because
do Daughters. No.
Some people are very not hopeful about Daughters, and I am extremely hopeful about Daughters.
So I did look at some RTTs this weekend because I want to see what people are running.
Uh-huh.
Daughters was I think they had like 2 or 3 lists that got top 3.
Yeah.
So they don't sleep on them. They're pretty good. And I lied. I did do this. This stream.
Okay.
So
Because I think daughters have major stonks.
yeah. I actually out of both the battle formations, they're okay. The problem with the zealots is you get to return D3 at the end of each turn. The problem
Hmm.
with this is those elves are just gonna die. Anything that goes into them, they're just gonna get wiped. They have 0 save. I think they have a 6-up ward. They might survive, but even if they do, whatever goes into them, you're removing 3/4 of the unit. So, like, sure, you get 2 or 3 back. It sounds cool on paper, but these are not like bloodletters.
No, they're not bloodletters.
So it's cool. I don't know if I would take it. It's neat.
I think it definitely has a purpose. Especially it's like very big anti-attrition damage. And you
Like,
take like 5 units of elves, that's potentially 5d3. Yeah, they probably die fairly fast.
oh, it's once per turn.
Return d3 months to each friendly dodged elf unit. So every elf unit gets it.
Oh, once per turn. Oh, it's written like the Night Haunt one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. No. Okay. So yeah, I guess if you're going straight up, Sisters of Slaughter and
Yeah, you take
Witch
4
Elves,
units
then
of
sure.
4 units of 20 or
Yes.
just 5 units.
Is that better though than?
And
Is that better
that's
than like the other one we're going to talk about? Is that better than having a ward, 5-up ward, after they use a fight ability? I
in
don't
certain
think so.
aspects I think it is, in others no. It depends on how you build your list. If you are making a list where you want 2 giant packs of elves to charge in immediately at the same time, I think the arena veterans, I think that one's better. If
Okay.
your entire build is based off of throwing 1 unit at a time, I think zealots is better.
I mean, when you're playing the elf game for daughters, you need to make sure you're playing your trade game correctly anyway. It's
Yeah,
not one of those things where you just this unit gets in, this unit gets in, this unit gets in. You don't want to play it that way. You want to make sure you're taking your trades well, because anything that fights back into your elves, they'll just die. They are really weak.
they die very fast.
Yes, very fast. So you want to make sure you're playing the trade game correctly. I still think for me, I'm probably taking arena veterans, but I do see if you're taking a lot of like MSU units, maybe you take Coven Zealots, and like if they have a lot of shooting,
Yeah.
this also helps. So
My it does not help with shooting because it's a combat phase ability.
right, but what I'm saying is if they shoot you from long range, chances are they aren't going to wipe your entire unit, and you can get some back.
Yeah, and that's where the covens. Okay, yeah, you're talking about
Yeah,
coven zealots.
yeah, I'm talking about the Coven Zealots. Yeah.
And that's where I like coven zealots. Especially, I've been fighting a lot of night haunt recently. A lot of like pot shot shooting because
Yes. Yep.
a lot of people are using shooting, but they're not using like mass unit shooting.
Yep.
From what I've seen, unless you're playing like Lumineth or something like that. And so they do a lot of like pot shots where those slowly grind down all of your units.
Yep.
And the coven zealots it fixes that problem.
Okay.
But the one more the problem is are these better than the formations that already exist?
Yeah. See, I don't know.
And that's where it goes. I don't know. That's
Maybe.
you can go either way.
It gives you more options, though. I think I really wish they would have done some different battle formation, so it wasn't just elf infantry. But I understand why they did it. A lot of the times you just see snakes, which is fine.
Oh yeah, think of this if you did snakes. Like that'd be crazy.
Oh, it would be nuts. All right, so prayers. All really good. These are all really good. So one of them you get a movement. These are the first 2 are on a 3, which is pretty easy to get. Can move up to 6 inches. Can move. So it's basically a movement in the hero phase, which is pretty
All right. Every out of this entire prayer lore, everything is absolutely great. And my standout about all of them is Shadow Step.
Yeah, I mean, movement's always good. I just like the Exhalation of Murder on the bonus. It's spicy. It is spicy.
So my thing with Shadow Step is it fixes a problem that Daughters of Khaine has, which is you want to be able to get in there and deal damage as fast as possible. And especially for the elves, a lot of their stuff revolves around charges. And so Shadow Step gives you another 6 inches that you can move with the elf, and it's unlimited prayer, so you
Yeah.
can get multiple people to
Yep.
be able to be able to move.
And by
And
the
they're
way,
already fast.
it's unlimited, and it's unlimited with the second target on the enhanced effect.
Yeah.
So like you can get your entire army to move 6 inches. Essentially, it's pretty nuts.
And you can move them through combat ranges of enemy units. So if they're in combat, you can move them out of combat,
Oh, you can move them out of combat.
which allows you to charge again for Sisters of Slaughter to get all their bonuses, for you to choose a different target.
I didn't see that. I didn't catch the you can pick them if they're in combat.
That's such
nifty.
a good prayer.
Yeah, that's
And
definitely pretty good.
yeah, by far, I think Shadow Step like just changes the game for and allows elves to be able to become a massive threat.
Yeah, and again, we'll get to it, but there's a lot of bonuses to the Bloodrack shrines and stuff like that, all the cauldrons and stuff. So good stuff there. The other one is subtract 1 from wound rolls. Sure.
You make your squishy unit harder to kill.
Yep.
Which is
and then -1 to wound
good.
is really good too because you can't. There's not a lot of things that give +1 to wound. So.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one again, I just like this one because it's spicy. You get the +1 to wound rolls, which is good for daughters. And then if you get the 9-up, it's +1 to attacks, which is
this is another discussion I've had with people. There's so many buffs that you can give to like a Sisters of Slaughter unit. It's kind of terrifying what you can do.
Oh, and they'll wipe anything they go into. If you have a
Yeah.
reinforced unit of sisters, they will destroy.
Like
whatever.
you can increase their Ren to like Ren 2, give them like +2 to +3 to their attack characteristics.
Yeah, high gladiatrix.
Yeah, high gladiatrix. You can give them run in charge with their unlimited spells. If you somehow get Mind Razor off, you can make it so they'll probably kill every unit in the game.
Yep.
Like they are horribly spicy.
Yeah. And they're cheap. Cheap as chips.
They're super cheap. If one dies, just throw another at them.
And you can bring back one of them with Crothusa.
Oh, I love Crothusa so much.
Crothusa. I think she's good. I don't know if she's I don't know if I take her over the other one. Just kind of depends on what list you're taking.
If you're taking infantry elves, I think you take her.
I agree. It is a better scroll regardless. But again, Crothusa dies very quickly.
Oh yeah, she doesn't get obscuring.
No, she doesn't because she flies.
Yeah, she's super fast.
She's only 6 health.
Yeah.
So one volley of anything that shoots at her, she's dead.
Your main focus is to try to hide her with like the honor guard thing, not the honor guard, the protect a hero, so you can't shoot her when she's 12 inches when you're 12 inches or more away. Yeah, like that's what you're focusing for because she is an infantry hero.
She is infantry. It's just I don't know, man. She's for 240 for 6 health. Oof.
Oh, but man, does she give so much.
Yep. She can bring back an elf unit or cav unit. The only thing you're going to choose there is the Doomfire Warlocks, which you're probably not bringing back. But for a command point, once per battle, you can bring back a elf infantry, which is good.
9 inches away from the board edge too.
Yeah.
Normally it's 6.
Yep. Or it's like 12 inches of her.
Yeah. So you could technically just snipe an objective with this ability, which is very funny.
And then she's got the little D3 ritual points that you can give her, which is nice because it makes prayers very easy to get.
It allows her to do her prayers or like her prayer manifestations really, really good.
Yep.
So making it so like the countercasting, like countercasting a prayer can almost be guaranteed with her.
And then she's got a pretty nifty prayer. If you get the spicy 9-up, you get all the effects, but no commands within a infantry or cavalry unit that's in combat. What's the other one?
It's no commands if they're you choose a friendly elf unit, and anyone who's in combat with them doesn't get commands. That's one of them. The other ones they don't get
Weapon effects.
Was it weapon effects besides companion,
Which
and the other one is that unit reduces ward by 1.
yeah, yeah. So pretty cool. She's pretty cool. Again, I think the worry with her, she's gonna go down real quick. Anything
Yeah,
that gets into her, she's just dead. So,
but here's the thing: that's the entire army.
I mean, that's true. That's all daughter. You know what you're getting into when you play daughters.
Yep.
She's also a priest too, which is also good. So
yeah, my combo with her is you take for the first time they might actually be a good viable the cauldrons. I think it's the cauldron of slaughter. I think is the priest one. It gives +1 to prayer rolls for people around it. So now she's a double priest with +1 prayers with a
D3
ability.
Yeah.
D3 rich points during your opponent's turn.
Pretty easy to get that 9 up.
Yep. And if you really want to guarantee it, I think there's like an artifact or heroic trait that once per game you can give D6 points
Yeah, I think so.
to anyone. So if you want to really go in there and guarantee that you're going to slaughter someone with a unit, you can almost guarantee it.
Yep. Bloodlark Shrine. So this is a hit or miss. It's either you're either gonna take this because you want to get this thing in the combat and try to kill something, or you take the other one because you want the mortal wounds. The other one is like the mortal wound output, blood rack shrine. This one you get to reroll the failed hit rolls. It's neat. It's a better attack profile on this one, but again,
is the other one a 2-cast wizard? The other one's only a 1-cast wizard.
Oh, okay. So you get an extra cast. Okay, all right.
I think the main point of this one is that if you want to do spellcasting, that isn't Marathi.
I guess
this is the one you do, and like it's not even the best spellcasting. I'm not 100% sold on this guy.
You lose a lot of mortal wound output.
Yeah.
The other one has a lot of like shenanigans with mortal wounds.
If you really want, and I don't like its spell of your opponent can't be set up within 12 inches. Like, I don't think they're going to be in the front line anyways. So
right. It's kind of a useless spell, to be honest. And you're never casting that. You're probably never casting that, unless they have unless there's like some like maybe a Kron spine or something. But even then, like you're not casting that.
Yeah.
I mean, again, the damage is better. The overall damage on the scroll is better, but again, you're losing. You don't want wounds.
Normally the shrines are there for a very good buff.
Right.
And the very good buff that this gives is that it's like anti-hero, anti-monster, because you choose someone and you get to reroll all field hits.
Yeah.
But you have to below their character, below or equal to their health characteristic. So it only works on like heroes and monsters.
Which is going to die to anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it is on a 4-up. I mean, whatever. It's fine. If you want this thing to get into combat, you take this. And you want the
if you want a double caster, you take this. Yeah. It's 230 points for a double caster.
That does decent damage. It does. It does decent damage.
And most double casters in the game are around this points.
True. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. Again, it's fine. It's a B+. It's fine.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it above Kurthus, Blind Witch Raven Lady.
Fair. All right, daughters. All right, got Fyreslayers.
Yeah, we have Fyreslayers.
Not do this.
No,
I did not do this.
I think it was John that did this one.
Oh, John might have done this. Yeah. All right, so let's go through this. This will be fun because again, I haven't seen any of these. So bring up Fyreslayers.
So the biggest thing about the new Fyreslayer stuff is they have the monstrous enhancements for Magmadroths.
Yep.
Which is
get ready
really
to start
good.
Seeing Magmadroth spam.
Well, yeah, like Magmadroths have had a rough time for a little bit. Yep. And you can actually, at this point, having another free upgrade, I think it really brings up their stocks. People will probably run at least one now, just because of free upgrade.
At least, I still want to run my Magmadroth list. I played 3 games with 6 Magmadroths.
Yeah,
and it was fun. It was very fun. So let's go through these. So you have 3 marks you can give them. Again,
All
the
right.
special enhancements.
Yeah. The first one, the incandescent blaze. There's a reason why it's C tier. It's a once per game. Was it
Oh, you
once per
double
game?
the
You
attack.
increase their range attack, and like yeah, it can be.
Yeah, but
You could do quite a bit of damage with that range attack, but it's once per game, and like their main feature isn't their range attack in the first place.
yeah, you want to get these in combat.
Yeah, like it's not that far range. It's an okay profile. Uh, and you just make it into a good profile, but only once.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not picking that one.
especially compared to the other things here. There's definitely better things to do.
Thicken scales. Subtract 1 from the rank character of weapons used for attacks to target this unit. Fantastic.
Oh,
Literally
this is what you're going to
fantastic.
choose every turn, every time.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
Well, you want to keep them alive because you spend a good amount of points for them, and they all do fairly decent, like very good damage. Why do you want to, like, you want them to stay alive as much as possible?
Right, and they go down quick. They're not super tanky.
Yeah.
I mean, you can kind of make them tanky. You can get them to like a 3 up, 5 up, but
Yeah, they have like once per game
Yeah.
abilities to be able to make them tanky once. But now this is every single turn. You don't have to waste your once per game. You don't have to worry about someone shooting you with rend or anything like that. Like they actually can survive attack.
all right. And then we get into the one that John clearly didn't like, which is Peerless Lineage, which I disagree. I don't think it's D tier. I don't think it's A tier, but I think it's better than Incandescent.
I agree.
If you're running Magma Draw spam, I think this is great because some of those rampages are good.
They have some pretty good rampages.
Yes, they definitely do.
And
So-
I, for the life of me, I can't think of them on top of my head, but I know that some of them are like really good, like anti-horde or
Like a lot of anti-infantry ones. Yeah, like there's some good ones.
and just being able. I think the problem that he has is that you have to target 2 different units, which can be a hindrance.
Yeah, but again, you're only running this. You're only going to run the Peerless Lineage if you're running Magma Trust Spam. And in that case, you're probably getting into 2 units.
Yeah, you want to get into them.
Yes. So, kind of dependent on your list. I see the reason why you put D. I think it's probably like a B minus. B minus a B.
C plus, B minus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prayer
But I think you're going to take the thicken scales.
Thicken
almost
scales.
every
Thicken
time-
scales
every
is
time.
super good. And it's to all weapon attacks too, so shooting and everything. So really good. Prayer lore. So they get a new prayer lore.
I don't like the spur lore.
What's this? So John did not like the Icar.
So I can understand his reasoning for this. I don't think it's F tier. However, it's only affects Magmadroths, which most of the Prayer Lord effect it does this.
Right.
It's the unlimited spell, so now, like your unlimited is used to be able to affect multiple Magmadroths on a one-off ability.
So you have to get.
So you have to have priests, and then use the priest spell, priest prayers on multiple Magmadroths.
Well, there is a Magmadroth priest, right? So keep that in mind.
Yeah, and like if you're running all Magmadroths, eventually you're gonna have to cast this. And the entire point of the prayer is for you to fail on your saves, because it makes it so that if
this is great for me.
if you roll really, really bad on your saves,
I mean, all you gotta do is
Magmadroth,
roll 1, right? You just gotta, and they have to be inflicted on the enemy unit. So
yeah, it makes it so
many,
if you
there's too many. This is like one of those abilities where it's like on a Tuesday at 5 o'clock.
yeah, like it will probably come up, like especially if you throw a Magmadroth and you're planning for him to die.
I mean, D3
it's
plus
probably
3
going to come up
on a 6 up though. It's not terrible. I don't know if I call it F, but
exactly. I don't think it's F, but it's still not good.
yeah. There's a lot that has to happen in order to get the most out of this.
Yes. And then also, would you cast this or the other prayers in this?
I mean, Fury of Volcatrix is stupid good. Add 1 to hit rolls, especially including
there you go.
weapons. And
+1 to hit rolls and everything.
+2 to attacks. Pretty good. It's pretty good.
That's what you're going to cast first.
Yeah.
And then the other one is the other one you're going to cast, which is a free movement.
Yeah. And then you can pick another eligible on the enhanced one. Yeah, the other two are so much better. So much better.
So, like, if you're going to be running an all Magmadroth list, which is where the Ichor is used for, are you going to spend your prayers, because you don't have a bunch of prayers?
No.
Are you going to spend the prayers on doing the one, if I roll bad on my saves, I deal damage to you, or the one where I do more hits, or I get a free move, or my manifestations?
Yeah. And honestly, Fyreslayers is in a rough spot this season, so we'll see what happens.
I like their normal prayer lore better than this.
Yeah, the move. Yeah, I think they're really trying to push you to do Magmadroth spam.
Yeah,
but like,
and I still think the basic prayer lore is better for it. -1 to wound, stuff like that.
I would probably take this spell lore because again, it's buffing a lot of the companions as well, right? So
if you're going all Magmadroths,
yes.
Okay, I can see it.
I'm that kind of crazy.
I see people playing 2 Magmadroths.
Yeah.
And
I think
at
on
2
average,
Magmadroths.
you see that.
Sorry, say it again?
I said on average, I think you'll see 2.
Yeah, and on 2 Magmadroths, I see you using the normal prayer lore.
That's fair. I'm a psycho and want to use 6, so.
And if you do 6, I think this is a great prayer lore.
All right, their war scroll was just one of them. We had the Rune Sun of Magmadroth. This is the priest. Not the priest. Which one's the priest? It's not the Rune Father. Rune Sun.
It's like Rune Smiter on Magmadroth, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. You might be right. That sounds right. So this is not the priest one. This guy, John marked as an A. Just a better version, unless you aren't running a Rune Father on Magmadroth, which is obviously going to be better.
Yeah, which this guy wants you to run a Rune Father on Magmadroth. So this is where we get to 2. You're going to do the Rune Father on Magmadroth, and then you're going to do the Rune Sun on Magmadroth.
Fair. Yeah, because you don't need more prayers. You can take the little mini guys.
Oh yeah, you have an infantry hero that has 2 prayers. Like.
Yeah. I mean, this singles you out on using a Rune Father, so you're gonna definitely use these 2.
And this guy makes the Rune Father do so much damage.
+1 to damage, including companion.
Well, this target is in combat, damaged, or destroyed. So has this guy been in combat once in the game? All right, your Rune Father just now does +1 damage, just on everything.
Yeah, and there's no range to this. It's just it gets it.
Yep. And even after it's dead, the Rune Father gets it.
Yeah. Yeet him across the board.
And this is also one of the guys where the double rampage might do really good.
Is this the infantry one?
Yeah, this is the anti-horde.
Yep.
You know that anti-horde spell that most factions get, where you roll a number of dice equal to the amount of models in it on a 5 that deals damage. Well, you just get that as a rampage on a 3-up.
And you can do it twice.
And now you can do it twice.
I hate the 3-up, but yeah, I mean that's fine.
Yeah, but it's a rampage. It's a very powerful ability.
Yeah.
You roll dice to cast a spell. You roll a dice to do this.
Great against clan rats. Because they're going to be obnoxious this season.
Clan rats and gits.
Oh my gosh. All right, so yeah, it's a better scroll. So cool. 310 points.
I like it. Play 2
IDK.
Magmadroths.
Oh boy, IDK. Let me tell you, there's a winner for the new GHB.
IDK does very well.
IDK in this new season is going to be brutal.
I'm very interested to actually. I haven't fought against them yet.
They are real good. They move very quickly. They've got the retreat charge stuff, so like they can get 2 points and do a battle tactics fairly easy.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah,
is that
fast too.
Their tactic
super fast.
Yeah, was it 16-inch for the
14,
eels, something like that?
14. And when you're doing eel spam, like that's just what they do.
Yeah, you're just gonna constantly use them.
Deep Sea Stalkers. I don't know who did this. I'm not sure who did this. I can't remember who did it, but let's see what they say. Allows scouting units mobility and defense when deployed from either seas. This is subtract 1 from hit rolls.
So are you
Oh.
wholly within 9 inches of a battlefield edge? -1 to hit. -1 to hit them if you didn't. -1 to hit your guys if you didn't charge, and +2 inch movement.
Which is good
I think
because
that
you're gonna take this with the teleport.
it's not even that. This is where I was getting the 16 inch for the cav is.
Oh, gotcha.
9 inches from the battlefield edge is like very big.
Mm-hmm.
And so like you can put first turn, put eels on the edge, like within the 2 inches of your deployment, not even all the way out, just on your side of the field within 9 inches to the border edge, and they'll become so hard to kill. And still 16-inch movement. Did you teleport someone on the edge of the field? All right, they're hard to kill. Just I think it has good things you can do.
I also like that it's all IDK. It's not just a particular infantry or anything like that. It's all IDK, so that's good.
You can put 2 packs of 6 eels on the board on the left and right side of deployment because they're still technically within 9 inches of a board edge. So you could just throw and yeet things across the field real easily.
But do you want to have fun, Cameron? That's the question. And if you want to have fun, you're going to take blood in the water. Because now you get to bring back sharks for a command point. Pretty gnarly. I don't know how good it's or competitive it is, but it's fun. It's super fun.
It's super fun. It's so easy to get the sharks back.
Yeah. I mean, it's you don't have to roll anything. You just get a shark back. Comes in.
No, because what is it? If any friendly or enemy unit was destroyed this turn, you get a shark back.
Yep. Pretty good. And
which
it's end of any turn.
Yeah.
So
which includes the shark that died.
Yep.
Oh, he died, so you can just bring it back.
Yep. As long as you're saving a command point, you can get it back, and it doesn't come back with wounds on it. Just full strength. You get your shark back.
Just another shark.
Pretty nice. How many sharks can you get in a list?
Quite a bit.
Yeah, because I don't think they're super expensive anymore.
No, they keep on going. They keep on going down points every single time.
You know,
they're currently looking at 160 points
for one.
So I could see people taking.
Can you reinforce these? You can't, right? They're so small.
No,
right?
I do not believe you can reinforce.
You used to. I think. I don't think you do.
No, by current rules, you cannot reinforce.
I hate to say it, but I think like an all shark list.
Oh yeah,
could actually be pretty competitive.
Take 8 of these, and just 8 of these and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Oh man!
And then just watch your opponent cry as they try to kill things, and they just come back and be like,
That would be pretty wild. Because a lot of MSU units, man. This GHB loves a lot of MSU.
And they're considered a cavalry, so like your entire army can be scouting, and just start teleporting. Oh, something died. Oh, I'm in your backfield. Oh, that's my tactic.
I like it. My brain's thinking I kind of want to run straight sharks. Too bad I only have like 4 of them. All right, so cool. Definitely cool formation. Really cool. As far as the traits, I got a heroic trait table. The only one that was rated B+ or a B. Merciless Raider. If this unit is within 6 inches of a damaged enemy unit, that unit can move 6 inches. It can pass through the combat range of enemy units, but it must end that move in combat with a damaged enemy unit. Okay.
That can be really good.
Yeah, that can be pretty good. I mean, you got to make sure they're damaged, right?
It's super easy.
Because they shoot.
You put this on like was it the Eidolon, the melee Eidolon?
Yep.
Or your your king.
Yep.
And you take all of your Alopexes or all of your shooting, because you have so much shooting, and you deal a damage to someone, and then you charge your Eidolon in, and then he goes, okay, you move 6 inches through your opponent into their backfield, and you kill all their support.
Well, and then the other one that's good with this too are the melee eels. Sorry, not melee. They're all melee. The offensive eels,
Hmm.
because you can do damage when they charge,
That's damage.
and then if you shot something in the back or something, then you move through and they can end it. So it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Pretty good.
It's 6 inches free movement every single combat phase.
Yeah, pretty good.
You can get out of a lot of tricky situations with that.
Lord of the Storm and Sea. If you return one, you can return additional one. It's kind of like the res trait.
So if you are playing the thralls, like a whole bunch of thralls and a whole bunch of reavers, I can see this becoming a problem because it works on rally. It has the same effect problem where it works on rally. It works on any ability that returns a slain model. So they're like a soul, they're soul lantern guys that can bring back models from the thralls and the reavers. Like they come back.
Well, would you pick this over? This one would be. I'm trying to think if you could get lucky and return like an eel, and then another eel comes back. I don't know.
Yeah, if you get really lucky with a rally, like there you go.
Yeah.
Like it definitely has use.
Okay, this is one I. The endless. I posted this in our Discord when I saw it for the first time when I was putting the rules in for AOS reminders.
Yeah,
And it says endless sea storm, but yet it's once per battle, and it drives me insane. It's like,
man,
on,
that
guys.
endless sea storm lasts very quick.
So +1 to power level, and you get +2 to casting. So
Once per battle, you get +1 to power, and you get +2 to the next casting roll. Not both of them,
yeah, just one. Yeah.
just one. If
Yeah.
you really want to get
I'm
that off,
gonna pass on that. I
you know,
mean,
maybe with the new manifestation, like
we'll see. We'll see.
we'll see.
The other one too is teleport. If you
Like you
really
really
need to get
that teleport.
teleport off, you can do it. So, but would I pick it for that? I don't think so, man. Probably not picking this.
Not when you have other things, so many other things that you can choose from.
Yeah.
Because is it a heroic trait that makes like I know it's either artifact or heroic trait that makes it so that if you're in combat, your opponent doesn't get their combat abilities against you or weapon abilities.
Yes. Yes. Weapon abilities. You put this on the Eidolon.
Yeah, and so I would much rather have that
Yeah.
than
Once per battle.
once per
+2
battle
casting.
caster.
Yeah.
And I would even then I would much rather have that 6 inches of free movement than just this ability.
Yeah. No,
That 6
yeah.
inch free movement is going to destroy so many people.
Right. No, I agree with you. Okay. Moving on to the War Scrolls. So we got Thralls and Thrall Master.
If you're going a Thrall only build, the Thrall Master, it makes them tankier.
Yeah,
It gets rid of
one from main characteristics. Is it also shooting? I think it is, right? Yeah. So
it's
this
anything
shooting.
that targets them.
Yep.
So, hey, your Thralls and Reavers, they're great.
Yeah, but Thralls are still in a 5-up. I don't know, man. Maybe.
Hey, we're doing the healing. We're doing a Thrall spam here.
All right, sure.
And give them free movement.
Free movement once per battle.
In the deployment phase.
Nope, you don't want this. Pass.
Like, I can see a build for it.
Well, the other thing, too, you can't run Scouting Force if you do this, because you're going to get screwed. I mean, I guess you're not going to do... I don't know.
If I'm doing Scouting Forces, I'm going all Sharks, baby.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You're probably not taking it anyway.
It has a use. It's just don't plan to use Scouting for it.
Yeah. Thralls are better? Oh, wait a minute. This is much better, isn't it? If this, hold on. So, hit and run tactics. If this unit, so this is Thralls.
Mm-hmm.
If this unit is in combat or charge this turn, this unit can make a Paladin move. Then, if the unit is in combat, you must pick one or more enemy units to be the targets of this unit's attacks. Okay? So you're resolving the combat attacks against the target unit or units. Then, if this unit is in combat, roll a dice on a 3-up. This unit can move a distance up to its move characteristic.
Okay, so what it is
So you're basically hit and run.
yeah, this allows them to do their attacks, but it allows them to
Get out of combat.
retreat right afterwards. Which it could be good. Like
It's on a 3-up. I hate that, but
it's not once per army though. So if you're running
Yeah.
thrall spam,
if you're running a bunch of these little goobers,
it makes your opponent go, all right, which one do I really need to kill? Because the other one's going to hit me and I'm not going to be able to hit back.
what is? I don't even remember. You remember? I don't remember the last time I ran thralls. That's how long it's been since they've been worth using. What do the other ones do?
So the other one is if they are fighting, let's see, if you're fighting
Add 1 to
monsters,
damage
plus 1 to damage if
okay.
you're fighting monsters.
Yeah, I'm still taking these guys. The new ones are way better than the old ones.
Yeah, because it's the same thing except instead of plus 1 to damage to monsters, it's plus 1 rend, but now you can run away.
Yeah. These the new thralls are. I would take the new thralls.
Yeah, and they're the same points too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you would 100% take these guys. They're I think that they're just an upgrade.
They are. I just unfortunately with this GHB it doesn't incentivize you using thralls. That's the problem.
I think thralls are great.
Well, we can agree to disagree. Still a better war scroll nonetheless. It is much better than the other one. So, KO. If I had to guess, Rick did this.
Probably.
Almost positive he did this.
Rick
is our resident KO player by far.
Yes, and the biggest thing for these is that we have Sky Vessel upgrades.
Yay, they're back.
They need it.
Yes, they need some. Although, hey, they got released some of their stuff today. Pretty cool. Pretty excited about where they're going with KO. Hopefully, they get some good stuff.
I was talking to Rick about them a little bit. I'm happy.
Hey, I honestly, again, looking at some of the RTTs, they're actually pretty good in this GHB. I hate to say it, but they're actually pretty good.
They definitely have play.
They are. I think they're better this GHB than they were last one.
Oh, 100%. Because they can actually do tactics now.
Yep.
Play. They can actually play that they want the way that they want to play and not be penalized for it.
And you don't have, and you don't have to. And I know shooting is de-incentivized, but you don't have to play the melee builds anymore. You can take other options.
And though, because obscuring is really good, but you can't put everything in obscuring.
It's still real tough. Shooting is still going to be a thing.
Yeah.
All right. So Rick is not a fan of the Spell the Bottle.
I 100% agree with him.
Because it's only on a 7. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
It's a once per battle. Just let them... Doesn't Stormcast get automatic unbind with the little dude?
Something like that. I know the... What is it? Lumineth has a manifestations on an 8 every turn. Like...
Yeah.
But no. You're once per battle. You have to roll you only get a 7, so you can't get some of the best spells in the game. Oh, also, it's from your manifestation lore that you brought. So, you now with the manifestations, you're probably going to have to pay points for this. For a number of them.
For anything that's decent. Like Crossline, right? So.
Yeah.
Man, once per battle. Man, that's unfortunate. For just a 7, rough.
Like I don't know what you would cast this for. Do shards to cancel your opponent's teleport, but you're so fast it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, on a 7, what manifestation are you taking? That's
none of the attack manifestations.
I mean,
you don't need you don't need bridge.
Yeah, you don't need bridge. Although it'd be neat. I guess.
It'd be funny.
It'd be yeah. The Gnashing Jaws maybe.
Is Gnashing on a 7?
I think it's on a 7. Yeah, Gnashing Jaws is on an 8 though. I mean, maybe Emerald Life Swarm if you wanted to heal more.
No, you have so much healing in the first place. There's no point.
Yeah.
It's just there's nothing you do.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Rick, I agree. F tier. The Karst Bana Aether-powered combat rig. This unit has a 5 aboard. In addition, add 1 to the attack characteristic of the unit's melee weapon. It's pretty good. It's okay. 5
Yeah,
aboard
if
is
you're
definitely
doing a
staying alive.
melee build KO, this is really good.
Yeah.
It could save the life of a very important hero, and
Well,
it also makes him very very dangerous in melee.
Yeah. It's okay. It's fine. I agree with the B tier. It's fine. C, Emberstone Flare. Pick a KO unit that's fly and is not in combat. Once per battle, remove the target. So it's a teleport. It's a once per battle teleport.
I don't see it.
I mean, it's fine.
You have so much movement in the first place with KO.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if you want to throw one of your flying heroes alone to take an objective and then teleport back to a boat and then move, maybe.
So I was playing Rick. Rick played KO against my all Morghast list.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I played, it was like I don't know, a couple days ago, last week, somewhere in there. He beat me for sure because of the movement shenanigans. I could actually see Emberstone Flare being used because what ended up happening is Morghasts are quick, right? They're super fast. So
yes,
I kind of pushed up to him. I could never get to him because he could always redeploy.
Yeah, the redeploy game is peak.
Dude, and then he could always redeploy with 2 dice and pick the best one. So he always was able to get just out far, but it ended up, what happening was I pinned him in a corner. If he were to use this, he could get on the other side of the board to better help him. Not that he needed it, but I can see it being used.
But it's only a hero. It's only a flying hero.
Yeah, you can't.
And it's only during their turn.
What are you putting this on? I'm trying to think.
Like, you're putting this on like an engine rigger or an admiral?
No, because
that unit has fly.
What actually do you put this on?
It had to be the dirigible suit engine rigger.
That's the only one.
I think that's the only person that
can do it. It's garbage.
Yeah.
No, it's bad. It's real bad. That's the only one that you can put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, pass. All right, Sky Vessel upgrades.
All right. All of these are great except for one.
Voidstone.
So 2 of them are great.
Repulsor vents. A friendly unit within 12 inches of this unit was picked to be the target of a spell ability. On a 4-up, ignore that spell. Okay, and inflict D3 immortals on the caster. Really, really good.
It gives the entire thing is this gives an anti-spell casting to your entire army.
Right.
And it can punish that spell casting very harshly.
And guess what is always going to be within 12 inches?
Your entire army.
Yes. Exactly. Really, really good.
And it can be used more than once per turn.
Yep, exactly. Pretty good. And to just do D3 mortals back is crazy. And it's not like a 2-up do D3, it's just straight D3.
Nope. It's you have a 4-up spell ignore. That's something that targets you. And if you get it, your opponent takes damage.
Yep. Pretty good.
So good.
The next one, Rick did not like. Once per battle in the combat phase, if this unit is in combat, pick a friendly KO unit within 6 inches to be the target. Remove that target from the battlefield, and then set it up again wholly within 18 of this unit and more than 9 from all enemy units.
Yeah, so it's the problem is that you would much rather take something else. It's once per game, and it revolves around you failing your
hero out of combat.
Yeah, it revolves around you failing your ability to keep your opponent away from you, and almost all of your heroes that are going to be in that position want to stay near a boat anyways. And so,
I mean, it is before combat.
It's an emergency save, and that's what it is.
It's an emergency, yeah.
But that means you're leaving your engine rig master away from the boat now. It means that you're leaving your admiral away from the boat now.
In this GHB, I think it could be useful, but again, to your point, you're taking something other than this. Like, I would much rather take the repulsor vents.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So it's like, sure. All right, and then the battle ram, which I think everyone's gonna take. This is pick an enemy. This is the charge. On the charge, you roll the
Roll number of
unmodified
dice
charge
equal
roll
to what you
4 up.
charge, and 4 up does mortal.
Yeah, pretty good.
Are you playing melee dwarves? All right, you're taking this.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really
Like,
really good.
yeah, you had to take it.
Yeah, I think those two are really good, man. It'd be hard for me to pick which one I wanted to do, but I think to your point, if you're doing straight melee, you take the battle ram.
Yeah, if you're doing really big melee, you're taking the battle ram. Everything else, you're doing the vents.
Yeah, agreed.
And like even some melee builds might want to take the vents.
All right, let's get to it. Let's get to the gun hauler. It's back, baby.
Yeah,
Gun hauler's back.
I really
the biggest thing on here isn't even what Rick put on here. Now you can reinforce this baby.
Yeah, I've seen the reinforcements, and it's very funny.
Yes. So
I
now
like it
you
a
can
lot.
run two of these bad boys back to back.
These guys are so tanky.
They are very tanky. So a good example is I put 4 Morghast Harbingers into them, and I killed them to the wound exactly. And I just want to let you know that's 4 Morghast. Right?
Yeah,
this is one of the highest damage.
You probably
units.
sent a whole bunch of buffs on those guys. You sent them in, and you
And I
barely
killed
killed what 280
And
points.
honestly, and it wasn't my roll; it was Rick's roll. He had to make it ended up being he needed to make 7 4-ups, and he missed every single one of them. He didn't get a single 4-up on 7 dice, and I ended up killing this to the wound. So
Yeah,
because he was running the battle formation where you every phase you subtract 1 from the damage, so I literally killed 20 to the wound.
nice. Yeah,
But they are
deceptive.
very tanky.
They are deceptively tanky.
Yep.
If used right, it can be just as impossible to hit these guys in melee as any other thing in this army.
And don't sleep on their damage, man. I was shocked on how much damage they put.
Yeah, their melee profile surprises you how much damage they do.
Yes, their melee profile was good. Their shooting profile was good. It was pretty bonkers. They were pretty good, man. You can run 2 of these reinforced. Like it's really good. And the biggest thing is when they shoot, they can move d6 inches, which is crazy. And it's both shooting phases. So counter shoot or covering fire, like real good.
They're super fast.
And they're real hard to get to.
Yeah, I love the new gun haulers.
Yeah, gun haulers for sure. Rick was running 2 units of these, and that's how he beat me. Really, was the gun haulers. All right, and then Code Right. They had a chance to make it good, and they still didn't do it. It's bad.
They did not do well.
It gets like D3 points, and you can use them to do some okay abilities, but it's still not good. I don't see any rear where you're going to take Code Right.
Yeah, because you take the Code Right. The problem is that you want to take other heroes first.
Well, and then also that you get D3 Vex points, and you can only use the ability when you get 3 or 6. What, you're using this once per game?
No, you're doing a little bit more than that because you get them every hero phase.
You get them every hero phase, sure.
So,
I mean,
like, you can start building them up.
To your point, are you taking this, or are you taking any other hero?
Exactly. Are you taking this, or are you going to fill out with an admiral or an engine rigger? Or an Aether Chemist, or a Navigator, which all of them do more.
They couldn't even give him a good attack profile.
No, he has the battle book.
Oh my god.
The battle book's there, man.
The battle tome weapon. All right, cool.
I'm gonna throw the book at you.
I have nothing else to say about this. It's bad.
Yeah.
Gun Hauler's great though. Cool. Good job. Love him. Love him. All right. Lumineth. Pretty sure John did this?
It was either John or Doug.
Did Doug do any of these? I don't know if Doug did any of these. Let me see. Where's Lumineth? All right. What do we got for Lumineth?
Let's see. The Flawless Commander.
Good.
I I agree. I really like the Flawless
Add
Commander.
to it's basically what we went away from for
Yeah,
the.
it's the Honor Guard plus
Yep,
2-inch movement.
exactly. Yep.
There you go. You just have you never lost it.
You never
It's
lost
a heroic trait.
Aether Quartz Requisitioner, add 3 to the casting roll once per battle.
No, it's once per battle. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I mean they already have good casting.
Do you want once per battle add 3, or do you want
2-inch move?
any of the other things that come?
Or
with
yeah,
it?
and like even their other ones are good. And then Martial Perfectionist. So add 1 to wound rolls. Okay, so it's
you see someone that is wounded, and on a 3-up, you add 1 to the wound rolls for all infantry that attack them.
Sure.
Problem is that means that you're getting
Your hero.
what the stone melee, the stone guys.
Is that what you're putting?
Because it's only Lumineth Realmlord infantry that it affects, and it's only on a 3-up that they get +1 to wound. So only wardens and the stone infantry, which I can't remember their names.
Riverblades.
Riverblades, that's one.
Which would be nice.
Yeah, and the Riverblades have a range attack, so they can get that +1 damage in.
Okay.
I don't see you using this though.
Yeah, true.
Not when you can have +2-inch movement.
Movement's gonna again GHP this season, especially this season. Movement's gonna win you games.
Yeah, and I can't remember there was what the Lumineth had, what the Lumineth has normally for their heroic traits.
I think they have a
nothing worth it. I just looked at it.
Okay. Don't they have like a +1 to power or something?
No, that's the artifact.
Oh, gotcha. That's one thing.
Yeah, the heroic traits aren't that good.
Hey, and everything that Lumineth needed, they needed a new spell lore for sure.
Oh yeah, a spell lore that you're not going to take.
No. It's neat.
It's one of those things.
Is neat, but
it's one of those spell lores where you look at and you're like, you know, that's really neat.
Yes.
I'm not going to eat it. I'm not going to have it.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
What's
like at first I was really happy about the beam of Hish.
When you told me,
I was like, oh my gosh,
this is good, and I read it and I was like, Cameron, what are you talking about?
This is so good. It's unlimited. It's a 6 cast. It does D3 and a D3 +1 for every single time. And then like someone corrected me on what I thought was, and it was just like, wait, it's maxed out at 3, +3. You can't hit the same person twice.
You have to add 1 for each cast.
Add 1 to the casting that you had to do, so it becomes a 7 cast, then an 8 cast, then a 9 cast.
And remember, this is unlimited, so you still have to have the wizards to cast it.
Yeah.
So
and it's like, okay, maybe if Teclis could cast it 4 times, but no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not good.
You can't get everyone to have a lot of pluses to cast.
Unseen Force is fine. Maybe for preventing redeploy. I mean, that's the only thing I would use it for, really.
Yeah, it's a 6 cast, prevent someone to redeploy.
Yeah.
It has its uses.
And then what's the last one? Ignore the first damage. Oh my god. Ignore the first damage.
It's people around ignore the first damage of the phase.
Pass.
Wholly within 9. And then every single person that casts it increases the range.
It's so bad. No, pass.
You know what I'd like instead of this? Their generic +4-inch movement spell.
Yes. 100%. 100%. You're not taking this spell lore.
Or what is the other one? 5-up ward? Is that their spell?
Yeah. Protection Hish.
Oh yeah. Just those by itself.
Already
a
better.
Billion times better.
Yeah, already better. Yeah, unfortunate. Unfortunate that really the only thing you got out of those rules was the +2 to movement. That's really the only thing you're taking from all that.
So far, that's all you got.
Yeah, that's pretty. Now, you do kind of win here. Light of Eltharion is very cool.
I love the Light of Eltharion.
He is very, very cool now. So he still has the ignore negative modifiers to the hit and wounds and attacks. Or is it just...
Yeah, it's pretty much the same exact thing, except he lost his etherealness on the 3-up.
Okay. Still
But
a 3-up. You're still a 3-up, 4-up.
yeah,
Oh no, he has a
he
gained
went from a
ward.
5-up ward to a
Okay.
4-up
Okay, so
ward.
3-up, 4-up now.
And
The
now when
best
he
part.
dies, you could summon him back as a
Yes.
manifestation.
Yep. Pretty cool.
And I can't remember who. I think it's the twins, but there's a spellcaster in Lumineth that gives someone an ethereal, so you could just give ethereal back. Because I know Doug was using it like 2 days ago.
You keep saying twins, and I keep thinking Celeste, and I know that's not right. I know who you're thinking about. It's Elaine, Eleanor, and whatever it is, Alenthea or what?
Elenia and Elithor.
That's what it is.
Is that the one I'm thinking of? No, that's Total Eclipse.
Yeah. Whichever one are you thinking about? The twins? Isn't that the twins?
Yeah. I think I said the wrong one. Now I want to actually see which one it is.
It's not. It's not the Caligrave. Caligrave is the summon one.
There we go. It's the Enlightener.
Oh, Enlightener.
Enlightener, double wizard. Gives ethereal blessing.
Oh, and it is just an infantry. Dude, what?
Yeah.
Okay, that's wild. Enlightener plus Aetherion. Light of Aetherion. Dude, that's pretty good. He also does a ton of damage.
Oh, man, he does so much damage. Has range attacks. He hits like a truck. He's so hard to kill.
And he comes back.
And he comes back if you do kill him.
Yeah, I mean, pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, obviously, he's. I love Light of Aetherion. I love that guy. He's awesome. I think he will definitely be used a lot more now, for sure.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite models in the entire set.
Yeah, he's like, I think out of all my Lumineth models, he's the only one that's painted. Bannerblade, it's better, but it's still bad.
Yeah, like you're not gonna.
I mean, I want to save rolls. I mean,
it's add one save rolls for infantry that are contesting the same objective as you.
Does that mean you can use them with light? Oh no, because it doesn't benefit from positive, right?
Well, as long as you don't cast the spell,
so you'd have 2-up, 4-up.
Yeah, you can bring them to a
2-up, ignoring 1 potentially.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Pretty wild. Pretty wild. Don't get me wrong, Bannerblade is better, but still bad.
Yeah, I'd rather take other things.
Yep. So really, +2 to movement and Light of Aetherion. Great. Awesome.
Yep, that's what they gained.
Oh boy, Seraphon.
Seraphon's great.
All you can think about is the War Scroll change. All right, so what did they get here? I forgot everything other than the War Scroll. Oh, they get monstrous traits again. That's cool.
Yeah, they actually gained quite a lot. So the star here, the Keeper of the Old, you know, that thing that Seraphon do where they get one of the abilities and now they get that for the rest of the game. Well, now they get 2.
Yeah, but I don't like the asterisms to begin with. You can pick 2 one. They're both. So I guess you get both of the. Okay, so I guess it's better than what I thought. Does that mean you can get the bonus asterism in round 3 for both of them, or is it just 1 still?
I'm not sure. Is it once per game for both, or?
Okay, you know what? The asterism is actually good. Now that I think about it, it is good by itself. But I am actually curious. I think you only get to do it. That's pretty wild.
So let's see.
You get to pick 2 of them. So the ones you're most likely going to pick is probably the +2 to movement. If they're using Alpha Strike, to subtract 1 from Rend, maybe. So they're all pretty good.
So I think you're reading it slightly. So there's you get to pick your first Astrums of the game, which is the Great Plan. You do that during the deployment phase, and then normally you would later on be able to get
in addition to the one you picked in the deployment phase. So yes. So technically, I guess because you didn't pick this in the deployment
later on
phase, okay. So you can't.
Later on, you can choose another one.
But it doesn't. You only get to get the enhanced version on the one you picked originally. Right.
Oh, man. Now I'm going to have to reread this one. Once returned, as a reaction, you declared the Further the Great Plan.
No. You do get to double dip.
You can pick two different actions ability instead of one. They are both used in addition to the one.
To the addition of the one that you picked. So I think with that second sentence, it's saying that you can't do it. They are both used in addition to the one you picked in the deployment phase. But it specifically says if you meet the condition below that corresponds to the asterism you picked in the deployment phase. I don't think you get to double dip on it. At first, I thought you did, but now I don't think you do.
This is a very confusing ability.
I would like an FAQ on if you can pick the enhanced version on round 3 on both of them. If you can, this is really, really good. I mean, it's already good, but I think it becomes even better if you can double dip on it.
Yes. So it's already good. It already allows you to get more for your toolbox, as it says here. It's just questions on how much variations you can do and when it activates.
Yeah. So good.
Good
Trial
ability.
of the Stars, if these are destroyed. Oh, on a 3-up.
It's on a 3-up, I don't die.
Yep, exactly. Which is good. This is very, very good on the new War Scroll we're going to get to.
Yes.
Pick a visible, friendly, non-monster skink unit that is in combat and is only within 12 inches of this unit to be the target.
It's a skink runaway.
On a 3-up, it can move. Okay, so yeah, a skink runaway. Probably not picking that one, to be honest. It's good. I probably wouldn't rank it in an A. I'd probably pick something.
I think it definitely has its use. Because it can move up to 8 inches, it can move through combat range of enemies, but cannot end. So what you do is you charge in your skink cavalry, and then on a 3-up, you make them move back 3 inches. So now they're not in combat, and now you can activate someone else and then activate them without worried about getting hit.
And the skink cavalry isn't the one where you want to stay in combat, right? It's the Agrodons?
Yeah, Agrodons are really good in combat. It allows more mobility.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
it has use.
I will say it is good for scouts.
Yes, that is also very good.
So that is the thing. Monstrous traits. So these go on monsters.
Hey, adding more monstrous traits for people is always good.
Always good.
I love monstrous traits.
Pretty wild ability. This is just fun. I don't think I'd take it, but it's fun. Basically, it counts as Realm Shaper engine to do mortals, which is funny. It's funny. It's neat. I don't know if I would take it. It's neat.
Put it on. What is it?
Carnosaur. Could put it on the.
No, I was thinking of the tanky little turtle guys.
You're thinking of Bastillodon.
Yeah, there you go. Put it on the Bastillodon. That does mortal wounds every combat phase, and then put this on it too. So you just
mortal wound bomb.
It's just more mortal wounds every single turn. You're probably going to take the Ancient Defender though. The Ancient Defender of the last one. Ancient Defender +1 to hit on all companion attacks.
Yep. Armor Cruncher is also good if you want a defensive buff. Oh no! Wait. If the roll exceeds your starts, spark 1%. So no.
No, you lower your opponent's defense.
Yeah, you lower their save. But you only are going to do this on something
with very high save in the first place.
Yeah, high save. I don't know. They're both. That one's tough. Man.
Ancient Defender and Armor Cruncher, they're both good.
Which one do you pick though? Do you want to run your? I guess it depends on what you're putting this on, obviously.
Yeah. You're gonna put it on a Carnosaur.
I'm gonna put either one of them on a Carnosaur, though. Let's be honest.
If you put it on a Carnosaur,
you just go into huge monsters and just try to wipe them.
I think I'd probably do Armor Cruncher, in my opinion, because Armor Cruncher affects more than just you.
I want to hit rolls though on the new Carnosaurs.
Yeah, but I can get over that with all out attack.
Not if you're -1 to hit.
Well,
if you're -1 to hit with that new Carnosaur, you're on 5s.
Well, yeah, then you all attack. Now I'm back to 4s.
Yeah, but would you rather be on 3s?
Well, not everyone has -1 to hit. That's what I'm saying.
I just think Ancient Defender's holistically better than Armor Cruncher. Armor Cruncher makes you play the game differently. That's all.
Yes, it does. I think the Armor Cruncher has more bang for my buck.
Okay. Well, whoever did Seraphon, I don't know who it was. They agree with you. I am an Ancient Defender connoisseur, so. You see what I did there? Okay, going to War Scrolls. The new Carnosaur is insane, dude.
He is so crazy. Just how good this Carnosaur is.
This guy does so much damage in combat. It's ridiculous. My goodness. All right.
There's just so many things he does.
Oh my gosh. He will be in most lists, I think. Like at 340. Like, are you kidding me, man? Like,
I would run 2 of these guys. Just 2 of these guys and a bunch of Agrodons, and just they're so good. They do so much damage.
All right, so what does this thing do? He adds 1 to the damage characteristic of this unit's companion weapons, which, by the way, are already 4 and 3. So now we're at 5 and 4. While it is within 6 inches of any damaged enemy unit, or while it is within 6 inches of any enemy units that had any models slain. So anything that got removed or damaged. In the same turn, you have to. That's a keyword in the same turn, which is doable because you have wizards to do damage.
Yep. You know it's also a keyword for this. This is a passive, not a combat ability.
I know.
Which means you can attack with someone else first and then get all the buffs.
Yeah. And again, this dude is wild with damage. He's got a charge +1 damage on the dude that's riding him. So your damage output is 3, 5, and 4 on 6 attacks, 3 attacks, and 5 attacks. He's insanely wild. Now he's got.
You could do. I think it was a total like if everything goes through, it's like 58 damage from this one model.
It's wild, dude. And you know what? Honestly,
53.
It's a freaking dinosaur. It should do that.
Agreed.
He's got Alpha Predator, so if you're taking Agrodon Lancers, which you most likely will, they finally can get rage tokens and keep them.
There's finally a way to keep all that buffs for your Agrodons.
They do have to be wholly within 12 inches, which is doable.
Oh,
I hate that.
Oh no!
I know. It's still he's got a big base. He's fine. And then another. Let's just keep adding on to him because why not? On a 3-up, his Rampage, they can't use commands for the rest of the turn. It's wild, dude. It's wild.
Yeah. Oh no! Your opponent can't get tankier. They can't hit harder because no command points.
Can't power through.
Can't power through because it's for the rest of the turn.
Yeah.
I do a crap ton of damage. My Agrodons, which already do a lot of damage, now don't get debuffed anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, he's and you can give him the 3-up if he dies. He just comes back. Just because if you want to.
Yeah, just in case.
He's wild, man. He is so cool. Stonks on the new Carnosaur. S tier 100%.
Take 1, take 2 if you want to.
Yeah, you will see one.
I don't think you should take anything more than
at any more than that. For the damage output, just to send him in as a missile, like it's so good. It's so good.
Stonks.
Yeah,
I love him.
Sure. Yeah. All right, moving on. Stormcast. I'm pretty sure John did this. All right. Legendary tenacity. So they got 3 heroic traits, 3 artifacts of power, and 1 war scroll.
Yeah. Legendary tenacity is the same thing of once per game on a 3-up, I don't die.
Sure. It's fine.
Like,
put this on like a Knight Draconis or something, sure.
Yeah. All right, so the Hour of Glory heroic trait. I think they're looking at it wrong. I do not see this as an A.
Okay.
A-.
Right.
Because what it does is allows you to choose them as the finest hour ability, even if it has already been used this battle.
Okay, so it gets double dip.
So this does not mean that he gets to do it and someone else gets to do it. This means that this one hero that's not a named hero gets to do it multiple times. The problem is that this is going to be useful on a Star Drake, something like that.
So this
Other than that, you're going to be using your finest hour on all of your other units to get all the buffs.
Yeah, because you can only use this unit can be picked to use the finest hour. Where you use
Because finest
it's
hour is
just
a
saying
unit
that
can
you
only
can
be
double.
used.
Yeah, it's not nearly as good as I think what John thought it was. He's thinking that you could use this every turn. You cannot do that. I mean,
No.
you could, but you can't double dip with another.
If you could double dip with another unit, I think this would be great. But no, it's not this unit and someone else. It's just if this hero, because you'll put on a hero, gets to activate finest hour multiple times.
Yeah.
But there's not really any hero that you want in combat constantly.
Maybe like in a like you said, Star Drake or Night Draconis, maybe.
Yeah, and also it's a trait, so you can't put on a named guy, so you can't put it on like Krondus or anything like that.
Yeah.
And like you put it with the dragon mount guys.
You can't put it on Bastion. You can't like.
And like, would you rather put it on the dragon mount hero or rather just put it on the dragons?
Yeah, fair. I mean, you're not wrong. Not wrong. Yeah, I definitely would lower that to like a B minus.
I'd say it's a C. I don't think it's useful.
Yeah, there's just not a lot of options for it, I think.
If there was a really good hero that wants to be in combat all the time, I could definitely see it.
Because we have a lot of heroes. Like you could like Bastion's great. I mean, there's a ton of them. But
if Krondus could take this,
oh yeah.
100%. 100%. Take it.
Yeah.
But there's just no good target for it, and you'd rather put it on someone else too.
Yeah, fair. It's fine.
No, I don't like this at all. You activate it during your turn. You only pick one person.
Turn, but you can only do it on one.
Well, yeah, you put it on one guy on a 3-up.
If it was like, man, you have to roll a dice too.
Yeah.
It couldn't just be -1, really.
No. And remember, it's within 18 inches, so you don't get it first turn. So on round 2 and above, on a 3-up, a priest or wizard gets -1 to cast.
Yeah, that's a pass. Unfortunate, that's a pass. So
yeah,
not much in the way of traits.
I do not like these heroic traits. None of them are good, in my opinion.
Fair enough. We'll have to see what John says when he does this. Banner of Sigmar. So these are artifacts of power. Pick an objective with an 18 until the start of your next turn. Your opponent cannot control the target. This is really good.
I think this is absolutely hilarious.
It is once per battle, but this is actually pretty good, depending on what. I don't know. I want to say this is good, but then I think about it and I'm like,
I don't think you take this, but I think this is funny.
It's funny. Here's the problem, right? The new GHB doesn't incentivize you to have more objectives. You just need to have 2.
You need to have exactly what you need.
If you have more, you're only getting 2 points, which is, don't get me wrong, it's still good. But as long as you're controlling 2 objectives, I don't know if it's good in this GHB. That's my problem.
Yeah, I don't think you need it. Like,
although, I mean, there are some.
I think it's funny. That's it.
There are some situations where like your army has to be controlling something in order to get a buff off, and this just eliminates it. So I mean, it's very niche though. Yeah, like if there's like some abilities that your opponent has that they have to control something in order to get a buff off, this would remove it. But
and then we go, would you rather have that, or would you rather have the Sigil of Morda? And Sigil of Morda, once per turn, if someone in combat with you does a command ability or rampage on a 3-up,
that's better.
On a 3-up, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's just better. I just have that once per battle. That sucks. What if this was like? I want to say once per turn, but would that be too good? If Banner of Sigmar was once per turn, would it be too good?
No, I think it would. I still probably wouldn't take it.
Really? If it was once per turn, okay, fair.
You still get it if you have a model on it.
Okay.
It just means you have to It just forces your opponent to babysit.
All right.
Force your opponent to babysit or kill you.
Okay, so Beacon of Azure. Once per battle, auto cast most spells, prayers. I'm reading it. Okay, so it's a, okay, sure.
What it means is that do you not want
But you're not
to?
taking this. Because if you want this ability, don't you just take the dude that auto unbinds?
Well, it's a prayer. So what you do is, if you want to guarantee a teleport during your opponent's turn, then you take
Oh, it's
this.
not preventing. It's yours. Sorry, I thought it was preventing. My
No,
bad. My bad.
instead of
Sorry.
making a
It's an
casting
auto.
or a
It's an
chanting
auto.
roll,
Okay, got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. My bad. Sorry.
and
Totally dumb.
auto casting the teleport prayer or auto casting their enchant
It is
weapon
once per
prayer.
battle. We go back to it's the same thing as what IDK had, right? That once per battle,
Yeah.
you get the teleport off.
Out of all these, I'd take the sigil. But
What are
I
their
I
other
can
ones?
see the beacon.
Are there any
Like,
other artifacts they have that are good? Because I don't know if I take any of these.
I
I'm
think
not a
that's the problem.
Stormcast player.
I think that's the
So
problem with Stormcast, if I remember correctly,
do
is
they
that
just not have any? How do you have 6 artifacts and you can't take one of them?
they have the mirror shield, which is you can't shoot them outside of 9.
I take that over that.
There's once per battle at the end of phase, you lower someone's
Nope.
objective control by 5.
Bad, Jesus. That's so bad.
Or once per battle, you have strike first.
I would take... Oh, man. They're not... How do you have 6 artifacts and all of them are mid to bad?
I'd take the Sigil Morta. That's the one I take.
I guess.
No, cancel command or rampage. Go up to a giant player and then cancel their rampage.
Let's be real. They're all not great.
It's better than Mirror Shield.
Sure. Yeah, oh, sure.
It's better than the banner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're all not that great.
I just can't believe you have 6 of them and they're just all that bad. They're not all bad. They all have their purpose. But there's nothing that you just like, oh, that's the one I'm taking. I don't know. Pretty disappointed in those. All right, and then we get to the War Scroll with Iridan, which is a much better War Scroll.
I fought Iridan. He's pretty great.
Is he?
Oh, he's pretty great.
He's got better damage. He's got the resist on a 3-up.
So here's some of the key things. That resist 3-up, it is a different name than the normal one, which means that you can activate his and one of the other ruination chambers.
Oh, because it's not once per turn army, and it's
so it's two different abilities, but they're the same effect.
Okay. Does the other one? Is it the other one once per turn army? I think it is, right?
Yes, the other one's once per turn army.
Okay. Yeah, so you could make this roll and another one for ruination.
And he makes all the ruination chambers get to reroll.
So good, so good.
It's like I was playing Cruel Boys, and just you could just ignore all of the Cruel Boy traits.
Yeah,
it's pretty nice. I'll be honest.
It's pretty good. They do have to be wholly within 12 inches. That's to note.
He's pretty fast.
Pick a visible ruination chamber on a chance. On a 3-up, add 1 of the rend character to target's melee weapons. Pretty good. If it's a 7-up, you get 2.
Which he is also a ruination chamber, so he can affect himself.
Oof, 3 rends. It's pretty spicy.
3 rend, 3 damage crit mortals, or the other one is 3 rends on charge, 3 rend. Like he can slap pretty hard.
Yeah, and he's got 10 attacks. Like he's no slouch.
And then his combat ability, that is the one that like really like blows him out of the water. He's got
the Belthanos. The Belthanos.
It's the Belthanos, except he also reduces their hit.
So even better.
Yeah.
How much is this guy? 320?
Like he's pretty great.
I mean, even if you put one other ruination chamber, it's you can just run them as a little.
And the ruination chamber battle formation is really good.
Yes, it is really good. Well, isn't there don't they have an Army of Renown ruination one too?
I can't remember.
I think it's pretty decent as well. Cool. Iridan is an upgrade, right? Like he's an all-out upgrade.
He's just good.
Out of everything
out of their Scourge, like this is the thing that is good.
Yeah. how many? Yeah, for real. How many people were taking Iridium beforehand? Not many.
I never even saw him before.
Yeah, so now he's going to be used. So he's on a 3 of 6 though. Man, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. 320 is not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Now, would I either have him or pay 20 more points for the Carnosaur? I'm taking the Carnosaur, obviously.
Oh, the Carnosaur would be horrible.
All right, let's go to the last order. All right. They got 2 battle formations, 3 artifacts, and 2 scrolls. Yeah. Oh yes, I do. After seeing the scroll, I was like, oh yes, I do now remember.
All right, the Wargore of the Burgeoning. I agree. It's not that great.
It's 1 unit heal, 1d6 inconsistent. Okay. I don't know who did Sylvaneth, but agreed. Trying to think if there is 2 or more.
Like, okay, it's
What
not
could you-
horrible.
Yeah, you're not really gonna be able to do anything with. I'm trying to think about like, could you do some like shenanigans with this? And I can't. How much are the bugs? Are the
You
bugs
can
like,
heal Dryads 3 every turn.
which you're not doing. Dryads are garbage.
Yeah, or you heal your Spite Revenants and your Tree Revenants. You could probably bring some models back, but usually they
Spites
die.
are 2 wounds.
Yeah, they probably die faster than anything. Than you're gonna be resurrecting, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing we were fighting with the daughters.
Yeah.
And the D3 back, you're kind of having the same problem here.
Or the thing that you want to heal, you have to roll a 5 up.
All right, but let's go to the one that actually matters. Wargrove of Everdusk. Oh my goodness, dude.
I don't know if I can see
for Hero
using
Hammer in this GHB. Are you kidding me? It is really good.
Because I think like Sylvaneth is one of the ones where you want to use Hero Hammer.
Yeah, Belthanos, Spirit of Durthu, Lariel. Now all of your heroes, regardless of whether you use Walk of the Hidden Past, you can just pick up your models and move them. Your heroes.
Yeah,
which is really good.
Pretty good.
Really good in this GHB. I think it's really good.
I don't know if I'd take this more than anything else. If you're going like really, really heavy Hero Hammer, yeah, I can see this.
Okay, so the only 2 you're gonna pick for heavy Hero Hammer, right? You're gonna pick this. You're gonna pick the monster auto heal 3 at the end of the turn. Do you choose that or do you choose Duskwalk? I think I choose Duskwalk.
Yeah, I think there's a good argument for either one.
I just think being able to lift all of your models and move them wherever you want to is really good. You just become so much more mobile.
It is, and it is also very funny of you going like, okay, it's going to be my turn, and then you just pick up your entire army and just put them everywhere on the board.
Yeah, and just move wherever you want to. It's really good. Now you still have to have trees and whatnot, but I think it's good. And there's one way you can get a free tree.
Yes, there is.
The Artifact of Power. So Acorn of Ages is just you get a free tree.
Now, Acorn of Ages, I really like, because you don't have to worry about worry about casting a spell or anything like that.
Yep.
Its one limit is that it has to be wholly within 12 inches.
Right. It's very short distance. It is.
Which,
but you do this at the beginning of the game, right?
Yeah, you set it up at the beginning. If you're playing that Hero Hammer, you set this up in the middle of the game, and now your entire army is now really far forward.
Yes, exactly.
Like it definitely has play.
Yeah, and then if you're kind of the if you're the lucky of the group, you can take Ranu's Lamentary.
Ranu's Lamentary.
Essentially, anytime this is a 30-inch range, so anytime you unbind,
I love this ability.
Yeah,
so
if
much.
you unbind, they take damage equal to the difference that the unbind was. Which is wild. It's so wild.
You can mix this up with
someone casts a 6 spell, and you get a 12. They're taking 6 mortals.
Oh, the Warsong Revenant gets a +1 to unbind.
Yeah, and it is. You can get pluses to unbind on this. Yeah.
Like
Now,
I love this ability so much because
it is only once per turn, so you can do it once.
uh, it's all you need.
I don't know, man. It's a fun gimmick, I'll say.
It's the Gobsprack effect.
Yeah.
Where you go, do you really want to cast that?
Yeah.
And then did your opponent roll really high on a spell you still want unbind? All right, you rolled unbind, you just don't say you're going to use this. Did your opponent barely make a spell because it's on a 5? And you go, yeah, sure. Let's see if I damage you. And something that you're probably going to damage, oh yeah, also take this amount of damage as well.
I mean, it would be hilarious to be like, oh, your little 6 wound hero cast something on a 6. I got a 12, and now it's dead.
And also remember, this is every turn you can do it. So counter casting to your opponent's turn,
Yeah.
every single turn, like it can stack up
It can
pretty well.
Yeah. It's fun. It's a neat one. The other one is each phase you can reroll 1 hit, 1 wound, or 1 save, which is actually decent.
It's Spirit of Durthu.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. Put this on a Spirit of Durthu and have fun because
Yep.
your attacks matter.
If you're playing Spirit of Durthu, you want this.
Yes. All pretty decent, honestly. They're all pretty decent.
So
I
far,
think Acorn of Ages is better than a C, but I think, it's
agreed.
It's fine.
Just because when you need that tree, and especially in the beginning of the game, and you failed all of your casts, oh, it hurts.
From someone who played a lot of Sylvaneth for the first GHB, it feels real bad when you miss those tree spells. It real feels bad. All right, let's go to the War Scrolls. Good old Drycha. Finally,
she's great again.
Yes, fine. Oh yeah, sorry, not he. She. She finally gets a War Scroll that is usable because Jesus, the last one was real bad.
It's so great.
Yeah, it's real good. First and foremost, ward rolls just cannot be made. Which is good.
Yep, we're going to start off with just a great ability like that.
Yep, just great ability. All right, and then we get to... he's got a spell. What does the spell do? I don't even know if I care. So, spell on a 6. Pick a friendly visible Sylvaneth Holy within 12. Add 1 to wound rolls for combat attacks, including those made with companion weapons. So it's still really good.
Oh, and that's not the only thing it does.
In addition, if the target is non-Kurnathi, add 1 of the attack characteristics. Okay, so it's really good. And that's not even it. Like, just with those 2 abilities, she's already more useful than what she was.
Yep.
And then we get to the wildest ability.
A really fun ability.
This thing is really good. I saw Season of War use it. It really plays mind tricks on your opponent. Like, for real. So anytime, and then, by the way, this is within 18 inches of this unit. 18 inches. So anytime your opponent makes a charge ability within 18, they have to pick 1 of 2 things. Either they get D3 minus, you subtract D3 from the charge roll, or when they do the charge, they can subtract 1 from the hit rolls, and then you add 1 to hit rolls for targets that attack that unit. So it's not even just her. It's like anything.
And this is after your opponent has already rolled their dice too.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
did your opponent barely make that dice roll for their charge? You go, oh, cool. Do you want to fail that charge, or do you want to give you minus to hit and me plus to hit?
I guess it is what you declared. So I guess.
Yeah, your opponent has declared a charge ability, so they've already rolled, and now you, as a reaction, you get to make this.
Yeah, it is a little work. I don't think Season of War played that right because they did it before the charge roll, which is not correct. Because when you declare the charge, I need to double check that. The declare is the declare the roll? I don't remember.
You know, I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm gonna go ahead and look it up on the app right now. Charge, declare, pick a friendly unit that has not done a run, and then make a 2d6 a charge roll 2d6. So yes, the declare is after they've already rolled it.
Okay.
Or so the declare is them rolling it.
Okay, so then it is worse than what I initially thought. Season of War played that wrong. Still good. So if you roll it, they're never going to take the D3 though.
Yeah, they'll never take the D3
unless they are.
Unless they're missing by only 1. or maybe 2.
Yeah. It is a D3, so it does force you to kind of be like, okay, do I chance it or do I just take the subtract 1 from hit rolls? Regardless, even if that first part wasn't there and it was just subtract 1 from hit rolls and add 1 to hit rolls, still really good.
Yeah, like this is a great ability to guarantee that your opponent's not going to do as well as they think they're going to do.
Yeah, and it really does force some thoughts on like what it plays mind tricks on your opponent for sure. Still, Drycha, she is so much better than she has been in the previous.
Agreed.
And then you've got the bug seekers.
They're okay.
Hit harder but give ward only in your turn and no longer heals.
I think you can use her. I think you can use them like if you have Drycha.
It is only the rest of the turn though. That does kind of suck.
Yeah. So like
you get to do it each turn.
You can hit yourself like.
They're fine. Still crit mortals. I mean,
I think you'd use everything else besides them.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Do the other ones not? Do they not hit harder?
Let me check.
If the other ones, I'm actually curious. Crit mortal on 3 damage attacks. Or sorry, 2 damage attacks on 3. 2 damage attacks on 3 attacks is not terrible.
So they're normally 1 damage attacks.
Okay, so this is much better then.
Yeah. I think if you take these Revenant Seekers and you take Drycha, I think these guys are horrifyingly powerful.
What's the point cost of the old one? Do you know? These are 230.
The other one is 200.
Oof. So they are a little bit more expensive. They do a lot more damage.
I think it's 100% worth it.
Yeah, that damage is pretty good.
Because think of it this way. You take Drycha with it, you add 1 to the attack characteristic, and +1 to wound on both.
And now the 3s with 3 damage. And it works on the companion weapons? Yeah, okay. Yep. All right, never mind. Okay.
I think
these two
they're good. I think the combo is great.
Yeah. Drycha is so good, man. I did see a list this weekend that did really well. It got first, second, or third, I don't remember. Had Drycha and a ton. I mean, it had... How many Spite Revenants come in a pack? Is it 5?
5.
So he had like 4 reinforced units of Spite Revenants.
Yeah. Oh, I could see that.
Dude, they hit like a truck. If they don't die, they hit like a truck.
It's Drycha's spell. Adding +1 to the attack characteristic actually makes them like very threatening.
Yeah, there were 4 attacks then.
Yeah.
So
it becomes 40 attacks, mortals on ones.
It's pretty good. Cool. Cool. And that is Sylvaneth. All right, cool. So, the other ones that we do, the other Grand Alliances that we do, it's pretty much the same summary because they're all kind of the same. At the end of the day, this was a great idea for Games Workshop to give some more variations, especially to like Drycha and the Carnosaur, stuff that's never taken all that much, and give them more variety. So it's good. I hope they continue doing this. I hope we get more of this kind of stuff.
The alternate war scrolls may give so much more variety to the game without the need of buying more models.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the hard part is like we keep on getting more hero models for factions, and like we only get hero models. And like it's annoying. I can see the point that they don't want to introduce so many new units or so many models, or they don't have the juices or the way to think of more models, more units to be able to put in the game. But if you just take something that's already there and then just make a different version of it. Factions have 10 different war scrolls. So that means you can have 20 different units.
Right. And it's cool because they can point them differently. They can change things up. Yeah, I think it definitely gives more variety to what we're doing currently. I think the biggest issue they fight with this is obviously some are much better than others.
Yes.
So, the balance isn't there yet, but at least there are some different variations. So, all right. Anything else for Order?
No, that's it. It does it for a lot of them. It does exactly what I want. It allows more variation of how you can play the army.
Yep, agreed. Okay. So that's it for this one. The next one we will run through the Chaos Grand Alliance, and then we'll continue on. And then once we get through this, we will do a whole GHB show on our thoughts, tips, and tricks for the new GHB. Which, what a different time it is.
Oh yes.
But yeah. So
New
until
GHB
then,
makes me very happy.
yeah, I agree. I think it's good for competitive players. I think it's bad for newer players. I don't think
to a
it's
certain extent.
I don't think it's very kind to newer players, but well, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll do a GHB show for sure. Until then, we will see you on the next show for Chaos.
See ya.
Bye.